Is well underway at the Waterkloof Airforce Base outside Pretoria. Well, our reporter Patricia Visagie has been following the exhibition this week. We're live to her now. Patricia, you're having all the fun this week at the Waterkloof Airforce Base.
Well, certainly. Good afternoon, Kashni, and of course to our viewers. And once again, a warm welcome back to the Waterkloof Airforce Base, where of course we're enjoying aviation glory. You can see the skies are well decorated with all those beautiful and powerful aircrafts that are giving us a great show here. All those aerobatics from our excellent and well-talented pilots that are here. And I can tell you, the crowd is just swelling and swelling. I thought actually by now people would have stopped coming and a lot of them would actually be leaving, but people are actually still flocking in, and the children that are here, great entertainment for them. So it is really a full circle day that is playing out here. Of course, the highlight is the air show. What more is there? But of course, as you said, a lot of displays as well. It is the 9th edition of course, the Africa Aerospace and Defence exhibition. So many opportunities within the belly of the defence. Almost any career you can think of is right here, from doctors to engineers, pilots, teachers. Anything you can literally think of is right here at the Defence Force. And of course, what is work without divine intervention? We are now speaking to, of course, Chaplain Marentia Mutswakwane. Of course, she is from the South African National Defence Force Chaplain General's Office. Thank you so much for joining us here today. Of course, tell us, what is the day-to-day duties of a chaplain such as yourself?
Thank you so very much for this opportunity. I would just like to state I am a chaplain in the National Defence, South African National Defence Force. We are embedded service within the National Defence Force, and you can find the chaplains over all services in the Defence Force, namely the Army, South African Army, South African Air Force, South African Navy, and South African Military Health Services. Basically, what we do as chaplains is that we are the spiritual and religious leaders for our members on the ground. We do basic chaplain services. We open with scripturing and prayers. We do parades. We do the normal counseling if our members is in need of counseling. We work hand in glove with the military services, meaning our social workers, our psychologists. And basically we are there to uplift our people, to keep their morale high so that they can do the tough work that they do. Within the chaplain services, we are a group of men and women who are ordained ministers, and then who come and get employed within the South African National Defence Force as chaplains. We work under the one umbrella of the Chaplains General Services, and then we get branched out to the different services. We do everything that you can think a pastor can do in a normal congregation, we do within the Defence Force. When our members marry, when they invite us, we do the services. When our members pass away, we are there to uplift and counsel their families. We do the grief counseling, and we do also go and we bury our members with the dignity that they deserve as serving members.
All right, and how do we qualify? How does anyone within, of course, the Defence Force qualify? Or let's say I want to become a chaplain. What qualities do I have to have? What do I have to go through to fully qualify?
Okay, with us is that you need a degree in theology. Minimum qualification is a 3-year diploma within theology. Then also you need to be in good standing with your church, meaning that you need to be a minister ordained within your church, and you need to have your church second you towards the Defence Force, meaning that your church is saying to the Defence Force, we are very proud of this minister of ours, she or he is doing a great job in the church, and we would like you to use her within the Defence Force.
At an event of this magnitude, how does your role fit in here?
Predominantly at these events and expos, we are here to make the public aware of the services of the chaplains within the National Defence Force. So we are part of the HR element. We're telling people, and you would find that most people are not even aware that there is Muruti or there is Baruti within the Defence Force. So we are just shining a little light within the services of the chaplaincy. We are telling people what it takes to become a chaplain. We are telling them the requirements of studying to become a chaplain, and we're also telling them a little bit of work that you need to do, because although we are ministers of religion, we are soldiers. We go through all the training that the soldiers go through, from basic training to officers formative, to all the fitness tests that you have to go through, to the qualification to be a proper boots on the ground type of soldier that is deployable to the Defence Force.
And I'm sure the less privileged or the disadvantaged communities do also benefit from your services.
Yes, they do. I think what is very helpful and what we're very proud of is that every unit and every chaplaincy within the unit and every chaplain has the opportunity to do social outreaches with your unit, because you are that, how do I say, that moral compass, that spiritual arm that says to your community, says to your unit, what are we doing for the community? Because we are based in every community. What are we doing? So we support creches, we support schools. We, at the moment, at my particular unit, we have a drive in order to help young girls to see their potential. We are going out to reaching out to young girls. We are helping to build creches. We're helping them to do outreaches. We go to schools. We have holiday programs where we have people coming in over holidays. They do maths and sciences, all those kind of things. We are the little conscious of the Defence Force to say that although we are part of the community, we need to be a part of the community.
All right, thank you so much there for sharing that important information with us. Of course, that is Chaplain Marensha Mutswekwana. She's a part of the South African National Defence Force here. But of course, we continue with our interviews, and right now I am joined by a very pretty lady, if I may, and she is a Sergeant Tseho Mukapetsi. Thank you so much, ma'am, for joining us, and you look beautiful in your uniform, I must say. But you are also part of course, the paramedics for the Defence Force. What's your role? Of course, it's obvious, but just share, much detail with us as to how do you fit in within the structures of the Defence Force.
First of all, thank you very much for the interview, Patricia. Yes, I am a paramedic in the Defence Force. What we do, basically, along with the doctors and nurses, we provide medical care to the Defence Force. For instance, when our members go out to deployment, we go with them. We provide medical care, basic medical care. We have surgeons, we have paramedics like myself. We provide medical care.
Right.
Yes.
And your training, tell us more about that. Unpack that for us. Where did you get it? How long does it take for you to fully qualify to now be a well-recognized paramedic?
Okay. First of all, like all other soldiers, we have to go through what we call the MSD. The MSD is a military basic military programming that we have for 6 months, and thereof we go to our different departments that we use. Either you're going to study in universities, we use different facilities, either the Defence Force College or we outsource. There's doctors, they have their own programs that they have for 7 years, and myself would go for an ECT program. Now they have ECT programs that go for 2 years.
Right, the Defence Force helps a lot where, of course, disaster management programs get deployed around the world, especially around Africa. Let's talk about, peacekeeping missions. Do you guys go with the troops that get deployed, and what role do you guys play there? Let's say there's a natural disaster somewhere around the globe, and the South African Defence Force gets roped in to come and help. What role would you be playing there?
Definitely where the defense force, the paramedics would go. Firstly, we'll go with them at the convoy. We'll go with them at the convoy, and when we get there, we provide medical care as well.
And what type of challenges do exist? You're young. Are there a lot of other young women such as yourself that get absorbed within the structures of the paramedics for, of course, the defense force? What are the challenges that do exist?
Well, the challenges would be lack of manpower sometimes. That's why we encourage people to join the defense force, that we get more paramedics to help out in cases of peacekeeping, I would say.
All right, thank you so much. Of course, there we have Sergeant Tshego Mugapesi. She is a part of the South African National Defence Force paramedics team, and she's also here to give anyone that might get injured here at this big event the necessary medical attention that they do deserve. Now, I'm sure, Cashni, you heard that majestic noise that burst through our interview here. That is part of what I'm talking about. The mighty aeroplanes, or rather aircrafts, that are decorating the skies here, and some of them are really deafening, but still great entertainment, really nice to enjoy. You can see the shining little faces here. Everybody seems excited. Maybe let's get a word or two from the young people that are standing here, just to hear what they have to say. Little lady?
Hello.
Did you enjoy that aircraft that just went up?
Yes, I did.
And what did you enjoy about it?
I enjoyed the noise was too much. The way they fly, it decorated the sky.
All right. So thank you so much, Kashni. Let's give right back to you while we enjoy, of course, the air show here.
Thank you, Patricia. Well, vibrant scenes coming out of the Waterkloof Airforce Base outside Pretoria. Now, you still have time to get down there. The public day, the last public day is on tomorrow. Gates open at 7 a.m. Let's move on to some business news.